Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are as the closing government, and I would like to strengthen the argument of my previous speaker, and I would like to give more implication about this, about the stakeholder on these motions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have three stakeholders. The first stakeholders is the government, and the second stakeholders is the society, and the third stakeholders are people with mentally ill and the children underage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here I would like to give more explanation about the stakeholders, that is the government itself first. Here we have the best scenario if we still limited the internet access by the human right itself. If we limit the internet access, the best scenario will happen for the government is we can make less cybercrime happen on the society, which just can impact the government itself. For example, here there's a lot of cyber crimes happen among the society. What actually cybercrime itself? Cybercrime is a crime which happen through the internet, and how we can make it less cybercrime by limited this internet access by the human rights itself. So here we have the idea that there is a lot of criminal cases happen through the internet because of people are being too free to access anything they want. So we know that people have the human right to access the internet itself, and we want to limit the access itself so we can make it better condition on the society itself. And this limitation can help the government to decrease the cases of there are a lot of bullying on the internet, and there are a lot of hoax spreading on the internet itself. The bullying can causes any crime, such as there will be suicide to the society, and there will be hoax spreading on the society itself, such as, for example, here we have the cases that back on 2012 there was a hoax that people say that 2012 is the end of the world, or we usually say that kiamat 2012, which is that is totally a hoax. So as we can see back that time, we can see people are be scared, and there's a lot of chaos on the society. So we believe that this is by limiting the access of the internet by human right, we can decrease the crimes through the internet itself, which is can make the government has less cybercrime. And the next, we have our second stakeholder is the society. So we can see the best scenario will happen if we limiting this internet access by human rights is there's a lot of cases of people sell the data of society. So we believe that by limiting the access of the internet, we can decrease the cases like people selling other people's data, such as what actually in that data, like which file contain their name, their address, or their phone number. So people will be misuse their data, like they will sell it to people that want to give any harm to the owner of the data itself. And as we know that if we use any data, we should have any consent from the people who own that data itself. So we believe that by limiting the internet access by the human rights, we can make people will be safe, and there will be no more data will be sold on the internet. And we believe that this is the best way to to decrease these cases. For example, like in 2020, there was a leakage of the consumer data of an e-commerce when they sell it on deep web. So this is why we want to limiting the internet access. Like society cannot access the deep web because it is really dangerous for people itself. And that's why we believe that by we limiting the internet access by human rights, we can make society will be safe. And the last stakeholders here is we have people with mentally ill and children underage. The people with mentally ill, which means they doesn't have any ability like normal people, so they don't know how to do something properly. So by letting them to access internet very free and there is no limitation, it can harm themselves. It can harm those people with mentally ill itself, because they don't know what to do. They don't know there is any harm on the internet, and they just doing it for fun, and which is that is very not good for the people itself. And here we believe that the children underage also can freely access the internet, that is totally not good, because they doesn't have any grown up way of thinking. So it can make them can access anything that they shouldn't access at their ages. So we believe that by we limiting the internet access by the human right itself, we can create the better society for especially for mentally ill people and for the children under ages. I think that's all. Thank you very much.